Hi, my name is Allison, and I am the fiber artist behind Felt Up Girl. First and foremost, thank you so much for attending BAMCO's first virtual market. This is my first virtual market as well, so I hope to offer you some insight into my handmade business, Felt Up Girl. A little bit about myself is I am a Maryland-based fiber artist. I do have a degree in fiber art, however, I am self-taught in needle felting. My inspiration for my creations comes from nature. As you can see, a lot of my items are little like woodland creatures, like this snail, who is made completely out of wool. Or can make, this is a newer item that I've made, a needle felted candle, which I think works perfectly for Halloween or even Christmas. And painting with wool, this guy, I made this blue heron, and he's made completely of wool. So I wanted to give you a little tutorial on how I make my felted creations. And basically, what makes the felt is this needle, and it's a little hard to see, but there are little barbs on this needle. And what those barbs or ridges do, basically, those ridges grab hold of the wool fibers and then bind or felt all those fibers together. So you're basically going to repeatedly stab the wool, which is therapeutic, to sculpt or paint or color with the wool. It is a little time consuming, but it's a lot of fun. So we have your singular needle. There are other tools. See this? Double or triple needles. And that basically just provides you with a wider range to felt. And there's this tool which has a protective case over it. And you can see there are several needles in there. Again, just to offer you a wider range of felting. And there are special scissors that I use to trim away any flyaway fibers to get a cleaner look. And you always want to work with a base. And this is just a felted square. You don't want to felt the table that you're working on or yourself, which is a hazard of this job. The needles are very sharp. There are also different gauges. So there are smaller needles to help you get the finer details. So going back to the painting with wool with the heron, like a lot of the finer details, like with his beak or his eye, or even the white feathers that come down, I used a finer needle to get that detail. So there are a lot of colored wool that I work with. The majority of the wool that I get, I purchase off of a select few Etsy shops. And I do attend the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival every year so I can get some local wool or locks. And then this is basically what we call core wool. It is undyed or uncolored wool. And it's a little bit cheaper compared to a dyed wool. And so we'll use like the core wool as a base. So with like this guy, the little rabbit that I made. I used core wool to sculpt his body, and then I would come back in with the colored wool to cover the core wool. I felt the core wool to his body. There's that. And one of the things that drew me to fiber art was just the endless possibilities that you can actually do with fibers. You can make something functional, abstract, you name it. It's such a wide variety medium that I love. So one of the things I did want to talk about was any changes to my business for this year. Of course, it's been a very topsy-turvy time. And the one thing that I really did miss out on were the in-person events that I normally do, which is great that BAMCO was able to do a virtual one, because it gives me something to be able to reach you and talk to you. But in-person events, I love meeting people. I love getting their feedback. It helps me as a maker and an artist get ideas for creating new things. And as a maker, you want to keep making new things and trying new things. And you want to make sure that it's going to be well received, so that other people like them. So I do miss out on that a lot. And hopefully next year things will be better and we can go back to doing some more normal things that we used to do. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's some of the changes that I've had for my business. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me, or you can email me at feltupgirl@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy page, feltupgirl, and you can send me a message if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. If you do go to my Etsy page, you will notice that I do offer free shipping on purchases of $35 or more. So I hope you can take advantage of that. And I really hope that you find something that you like. And if there's not something on there, just reach out to me and I'm happy to do commissioned art. Thank you so much and have a great day.